Hey everybody, welcome to California Bountiful. I'm your host, Tracy Sellers. And today you caught me, I'm multitasking. I'm shopping, and I'm doing a little hosting, so bear with me, okay? Well, these are one of my staples in my kitchen, olives. I love olives. They're one of California's oldest crops, actually, but there are always new things to discover about them, as I found out. You would be hard-pressed to find another food that can rival the olive for its longevity here in California. The first cuttings arrived in 1769, and as most transplants do, they responded quite well to the California climate of sunny days and cool nights. Fast forward to present day, and when you're talking about planting roots with olives, then you have to include this man. He's been farming olives at his ranch in Glenn County for more than 40 years now.
This fruit is beautiful. We have two varieties. Now you're standing in the middle of some manzanilla olives. That happens to be a little smaller olive, tends to be more of a freestone, it pits easier. Conversely, the other varietal is called a Sevillano or a Sevillano. It's a bigger olive. Another name for it is the Queen olive.
California produces over 95% of the olives grown in the United States, and harvest season is a fast and furious one here in California. Running from September to November, olive orchards are a buzz with activity. And whether hand-harvested or mechanically harvested, all of Dennis's fruit goes to one location, the Musco Family Olive Company in Tracy, one of only 2 olive processing plants in all of California. And they know what they're doing here. Musco has been curing olives since 1942. And their secret to success? Well, they give all the credit to those who have boots on the ground, or roots in the ground, as the case may be.
California farmers are critical to what we do. I mean, that's our job, is to process their harvest. And we're so lucky to have really incredible farmers. The vast majority of them are hand-picked. So, I mean, this is a really careful crop. It takes a lot of attention, a lot of time, a lot of effort.
And a lot of effort is put into processing the olives in the best way possible. Here they do something called the California cure. This particular method of curing olives can be traced all the way back to the late 1800s, when a housewife named Frida Amon began experimenting with a few barrels on her back porch, thus laying the foundation for the canned black olives that we know so well today. And while true to Frida's method, today the process follows a much more high-tech route for olives going from tree to table.
When olives arrive at the Tracy facility, they arrive in field bins. Those field bins hold approximately 900 to 1,000 pounds of olives. The olives are offloaded, staged, and then delivered to large holding hoppers, which will travel up an elevator and be sized in the grader. After this point, they're conveyed via flume to large holding tanks, storage tanks. Well, they'll wait to be processed down the road. So olives are conveyed out of our storage tanks into our process tanks. Our process is a 7-day process. The process consists of debitterizing the olive and turning the olive black.
And what really turns these green olives into black olives we know so well? Oxygen. If there's no air in the tanks, then the green olives will retain their color. Oh no.
So this is the final step in our process, our packaging department. Cans are labeled and packaged into their finished product. These cans will be sent all across the U.S. to our customers.
And customers prize California black olives for their firm texture, smooth, mellow taste, and versatility. And now Musco's olives are being prized for something else, their portability.
And then we also do these cups, which is a really handy, easy, no mess snack pack, just like you see applesauce often. But this is olives with no liquid. So you can throw it in your lunch bag, you can put it in a car cup holder, you can send it to school, your kids can use them after school and not make a huge mess. We're the only company in the world who can do these. It's actually surprisingly technically difficult to do the olives without the liquid.
In addition to their new Olives on the Go cups, Musco also offers consumers whole, chopped, and even stuffed olives year-round. They're processing upwards of 35,000 tons of olives each year from the more than 250 growers they work with. And with a company that size, investing in the future is top of mind. And for Musco, that means sustainability. The company has worked hard to shrink its carbon footprint. They generate renewable energy from their olive pits, recycle much of their water through a closed-loop system, and use the excess salt from processing to grow a variety of hay that local dairymen use for feed.
We're looking generations out, and properly managing all of that now sets our company in just a fantastic position to be able to do that and do it responsibly. And this 300 acres that we have here, we're going to be here for a long, long time.
And while the ancient crop has new promise with consumers, it's the promise of sustainability that has folks at Musco so excited.
The consumer in the grocery store sees a can of olives, but what's behind that can of olives is this big, robust environmental program that manages everything that we're doing here responsibly so that this land and this company can be passed on for generations to come.